You awake to the blazing sun shimmering in the harsh and unwelcoming desert that surrounds you. You have no name, only a red robe and a scarf to protect you from the unrelenting environment. A giant mountain appears over the dunes with a brilliant light beckoning you to investigate. This is the beginning of your journey. The story is told without words, merely actions and sound as you travel through this remarkable and extensive land. This is a solitary experience with little interaction between the player and the world you inhabit. You will encounter small strips of cloth that will swim through the air like schools of fish. These grant you the ability to glide, which you will need to solve puzzles and travel through the desert. These puzzles are the core gameplay in which you progress and act as the main driving force behind your journey. You must silence any notions you have and accept what Journey has in store for you. The lack of narrative is quickly made up by Journey's ability to draw the player in with its slight visual and auditory cues. Thatgamecompany sheds the traditional narrative of fetching certain items or destroying a particular monster to move the story along. You are driven by impulse and instinct as you walk towards the mountain. It does not matter why you must risk your existence to arrive at this mountain. It is your sole purpose. The parallels between birth, life, death, and rebirth are present in Journey. This allows the player to focus on their interaction with the struggles they encounter, just like in our reality. You will feel small on many occasions. You are merely a grain of sand in this vast desert, one out of a trillion that was chosen to journey to the mountain. It's refreshing to adventure without having to save any particular person or defeat any bosses. Journey requires an open mind and a vulnerability that is not asked by many other titles. This game is for those who want to do things for themselves, not be told what to do by someone else. The word minimal is an accurate way to describe Journey. Its use of a third-person camera helps add to the sense of size and scale that is present. The world is huge and you are meant to feel small inside of its bounds. The gameplay focuses on solving small puzzles and platforming objectives to unlock access into each new area of play. This can range from activating a number of cloth banners that create bridges, or by jumping on platforms and sailing to great heights. The first ability you have is singing. When you encounter banners or cloth pieces, you can activate them by singing. This allows you to unlock new areas, or glide temporarily to reach other parts of the map. Gliding is your second ability, and is granted by finding runes scattered throughout each level. These runes extend the length of your scarf and allow you to fly greater distances, and it is an enjoyable mechanic. Your scarf holds each rune as a charge, which allows you to glide quickly around the map. Your scarf is recharged by singing to any of the cloth beings in the game. The simple controls aid well in the player's ultimate goal of exploration and discovery. Journey is all about uncovering your purpose and battling the environment as you pursue the light inside the mountain. Simple in its design, yet eloquent in its execution, the game takes these unsophisticated mechanics and uses them to their fullest extent. Journey is one of those rare games that excel at both its graphical presentation and its sound design. The game's vast deserts and massive ruins are intimidating and create a sense of awe and fear on your travels. Each zone has its own specific visual style brought on by its color design and pace of gameplay. The sand gently parts as you walk through the desert landscape, adding some resistance and weight to each movement. Levels are linear and do a great job of funneling the player into each new zone to solve its puzzles. Character design is simple, and the cloth creatures you encounter are fluid and dynamic. They are reminiscent of marine life and give the landscape some variety and help guide the player to important areas of interest. The soundtrack is one of the best we have heard in any game. It works perfectly with the art design to invoke an emotional response to the events you'll encounter. It was even nominated for a Grammy, which made it the first video game soundtrack to ever be considered for the award. Journey is a stunning achievement in both visual and audio design, and will be a gift for any gamer willing to experience its unique take on the adventure genre. Journey is both simple in gameplay and its technical loadout. The game install is small and loads almost instantaneous on solid-state drives. Its multiplayer component is unique in that you cannot communicate through text or voice chat. You exist in each other's sessions either to help one another or say hello and charge each other's scarves. This drop-in and drop-out feature is triggered when two players are at the same point in the game. It is a nice addition, but granting the player some control over joining another player would have been appreciated. We encountered a few texture glitches and environmental models that clipped, but considering this was a PlayStation port, these were minor inconveniences. Journey is solid and performed extremely well, never pulling you out of the experience that it works so hard to provide. Being a PlayStation port and over 7 years old, we expected the game to be lower in price. Each playthrough of Journey can take from 2 to 4 hours and has limited replayability. Its $15 price tag is too high for such a short experience. Even with its amazing graphics, audio, and emotional narrative, it is still too costly for a game in 2019. Being an Epic Game Store exclusive earned it a review penalty for this anti-consumer behavior. Leaving the exclusivity of the PlayStation console to then participate in the exclusive battle Epic is waging on the PC is disappointing. Fans of adventure games who want a deeper experience will love what Journey has to offer, regardless of its price tag. Gamers expecting a more traditional style adventure game will need to wait until the next sale to be satisfied. We have always admired Journey from afar. Being a PC gamer means that we sometimes miss out on some amazing platform exclusives. Having the chance to play Journey was a welcome one. Thatgamecompany manages to pack an intense and somewhat emotional game into a few-hour experience similar to a movie or theatrical play. Fans waiting for a PC release who want to try something unique will have a memorable time in Journey. Despite its exclusive deal with Epic and its bloated price, we still thoroughly enjoyed this title. We highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't encountered its unique perspective and art design. If you are still on the fence, simply wait until the game goes on sale and you will not regret your purchase. We give Journey a score of 8.2 out of 10, which places it into the category of incredible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest PC gaming news and reviews. And also make sure to visit our website at stonepixel.com.